Hey y'all, it's Jocelyn. So I'm going to try to keep this video short, but I wanted to hop in with my weekly winning words. I know it's Tuesday, but just like any other time when I feel compelled to share a message, I just hop on and share the message and just let God guide whatever that message is that he wants me to convey. And so oftentimes I, personally speaking, don't feel qualified to deliver certain messages, and I know I'm not the only one who sometimes feels as if you are not necessarily the right messenger for the message that you feel a tugging in your spirit that you need to share. But I hopped on here to let you know, and I've said this before, that God qualifies the call. He does not, oftentimes he never calls those whom society deems to be the qualified. So all that really matters is God's presence and your obedience. And so oftentimes that doesn't necessarily require you to fix yourself up or to credential yourself or to qualify yourself or to find the right words. All God really wants us to do when he calls us to do something is show up and let his presence lead the way. And so I made a shirt a couple of months ago that said kind of fit but heavy on the faith, and that's essentially all that message means, is that I sometimes feel like I'm not as fit as I need to be in order to walk this walk that I felt God calling me to embark upon so many months ago. But I was really intent on being obedient this time and continuing to stay obedient and just letting him guide my each and every step the rest of the way. And so that's still what I'm doing, and that's what I definitely encourage you to do, is not necessarily convince yourself that you're ready to make the next move, whatever that move is, or that you are ready to step into a calling that you know in your spirit God is calling you to. But just be obedient and let him do the rest. He doesn't need your credentials. He doesn't need your strength. He doesn't need your qualifications. All God really wants is your obedience. And that's all I wanted to hop on here and say. And this shirt right here that you see says not camera ready, still called, because each of us has a unique gifting inside of us that God has instilled in us to carry out the mission for his kingdom. And so I encourage you to just lean in and see what that calling is and answer the call. You don't necessarily have to show up camera ready. As you see, I'm not camera ready today, but I'm still leaning into obedience, and I encourage you to do the same. And the back says obedience over everything. And so what I really want you to do is stay encouraged whatever season you're in right now, and make sure that you're going to God to ensure that you're in alignment with his perfect will over your life. And so stay tuned. This Friday, I'm rolling out brand new merch for Grace and Grit's third quarter. This simple but meaningful tee will be in the mix, and I've been posting on my personal and business social media pages starting this past Sunday and yesterday, so you can stay tuned all week long to see all the new pieces that I'll be rolling out that will be available on Friday at graceandgritexpressions.com.